What is your North Star? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Quality of Life Quest. My name is Anneke. So if you're following along in this New Year's series, last week you've discovered a lot of things about yourself. You've discovered where you are at this moment in time. Today we're going to talk about what is your North Star. And with that I don't mean what is your goal for the year. No. What are your guiding principles you live by? Now, that might seem a little bit vague, and I will try to use today's podcast to explain it a little bit further. So goals in themselves are great. I want to be strong. I want to be fit. I want to have lots of money. Those are all very vague, so you put them in the SMART model to keep them simple, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timed towards. It's all fine. But if they're not aligned with what you value in your life, it's not going to happen. It's a struggle from the start. So to know what your core values are and what truly matters to you, it's much easier to not only set a goal, but also to achieve a goal. This week is about what do you truly value and what is your North Star? What is the core of you? What is it that makes you you? And if you're not quite satisfied with who you are at this moment in time, then what is it? It lives inside of you already. It just needs a bit of a polish, a bit of shaping, a bit of guidance to be who you really are. It's been snowed under. It's been pushed about by society. It's been knocked into so-called shape by family, friends, school. Lots of things have been an influence in your life, and it may not have served you. It always serves you because there are always silver linings. If it was only to show you what you don't want out of life, but it pushed you off track. It took you away from who you truly are. So how to go about this? Look at your Google document, Google sheet of last week. And there are things on that sheet that surprised you. There are things on that sheet where you go, oh, I thought it was one way, but now that I've gone through this, it's quite different. Take one topic of last week's sheet. Any topic. I don't care which one. It needs to speak to you. And then ask yourself, what is important about this to me? Once you've got an answer, take that answer and ask again. What is important to me about this? Write down the answer. Ask again. What is important to me about this? And every answer you get, ask the same question again. And there will be a moment in time where you can't go any further. And that is the core value of that particular topic. That's the core value to you. And it's very specific to you. It's no one else's core value. It's no one else's North Star. Because once you've done this with a couple of topics, a theme starts to emerge. And that theme, when you put it together, will lead you to your North Star. Again, this may sound vague because most probably you've got no reference at all. Most probably this is the first time you do exercises like this. But when you put it all together, there will be a theme coming up and it will rekindle a fire inside of you. It will give you a feeling of yes, yes. It will be so tantalizing. It will be so you. It will speak to you. You will be able to see it. You will be able to grasp it. And you may, for quite a time, it will be as if it's at your fingertips. It will be at the tip of your tongue and you're not quite there yet. And that's fine. It's all part of the process. Do you prefer ad-free listening and viewing? Would you like to see your questions answered? And how about live Zooms? Would you enjoy discounts on everything from artwork to courses to one-on-one chats with me? Become a founder member. Go to thequalityoflife.quest to find out more. See you on the other side. Once you've done this with a couple of topics and you've kept on going, ask yourself, what is important to me about this? What is important to me about this? And you kept on going. And once you get this collection and once you've got this theme going, for a moment, sit down and imagine what it would be like if you were living your life according to those values. What if you would actually do the things that you've written down? What would your life look like? What would it feel like? What would it sound like? What would it be like? After a while, and this might have to sink in for a couple of days, but after a while, it starts to come together and you will be able to create your North Star, your guiding principles to live your life by. And every time you need to make a decision, look at the values you've written down. Look at the things that have come together into your North Star and check this decision that I need to make right now. How does this relate to my North Star? Is it in line with it or not? And if it is not in alignment with all the things you've written down, you may want to consider that you've missed a bit. It's possible, if this is the first time ever you've done some exercise like this, who says that you've been complete? I don't know. And most probably you don't know either. So add this to your list of, is this important to me? What is important to me about this particular subject? And keep on going. And see if you need to expand your North Star. Or maybe you need to shrink your North Star because it's becoming too big of a thing. Again, this may sound airy-fairy. It may sound vague. It may sound very unspecific. However, when you do the exercise, when you actually do the doing, it will become clearer to you. So on a personal note, I've done this exercise several times. And my current North Star, and it might change, who knows, is me being my best me. Is that specific? Well, it is for me. So it's my North Star. Now, you can take it if you want to, but it most probably is not your North Star. If I put every action I take, every decision I make against me being the best me, and I would follow up on that, it's a great guiding principle. I have to admit, chocolate peanuts do win out. So when I've got a bag of chocolate peanuts and I value it against me being the best me, I shouldn't eat them. I shouldn't. But I do, because there are moments where you also need to have a life. And I don't know what it is about chocolate, but there's something about chocolate which does not feature in my North Star, and maybe it should. Maybe I should expand my North Star to include chocolate. But if I want to be the best me, chocolate should be off the menu because I know it's not good for me. Again, last week was a big week in doing the exercise, in finding out where you are right now. Finding your North Star, again, it's quite a lot of effort, but it's worth it. And it's worth doing it at the beginning of the year. A lot of people put out good intentions and goals and all the rest of it. It's good practice to have those goals standing on solid ground and knowing that whatever your goal is going to be is in line with your North Star. If there was a chocolate eating championship and I would set that as a goal to take part in that, is that in line with my North Star? No, it isn't. So I can scrap that off my list of goals because it's not in line with where I want to end up in my life. There is no need to do this all in one go, although having said that, for me personally, once I get into the flow of things, I like to finish it. I like to get to at least some sort of cutoff point and then let it simmer for a while and come back to it. Last week's goal, you could actually divide it up in things. You could take one column at a time, if that's what you had time for, to get to your North Star, to do the exercise of core values. It's better to be in the flow. And it's your time. It's, you do whatever you can do. If that means that for you, you take it in smaller chunks, absolutely fine, as long as you get to your North Star. That's it for this week. Thank you for listening. May the road rise up to meet you. Until next time, see you. Bye.